Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on Trackmania Turbo for today's versus the community. Everyone has already flown off. Unfortunately, there's no kind of real nice sort of lobby or easy way to start this, so bugger it. We kind of just got to go straight into things. Now, the way that this one has worked, I have randomly generated 4 different tracks in all of the different areas around the game. We're going to race through them 5 minutes to set as fast a time as possible as someone has tumbled very spectacularly. Well done there for that big flip. And yeah, we're going to see who can win. I may have found a tree as well. Okay, then we need to go on some on the brakes a bit more. Now, with the randomly generated circuits, as you can see, there. Oh Christ! The car suddenly got grip. Someone else has found the wall as well. Yeah, the randomly generated circuits, they're not friendly. They're not flowing. They're incredibly arsey, as you can see with that corner there. That's very easy to mess up. Yeah, and we've got sort of not very long to try and set a clean time. Often it can kind of get to the stage where you're really having to risk versus reward. Do you try and go for that perfect run, or will you just have to accept a run? Because when you've got 5 minutes to do it, each of these stages is about 40 to 50 seconds long to actually complete a run. So there is, yeah, a lot of challenge to this. Oh crap, there's a pile of logs in the way. Who put that there? Bloody game. Hey, I went fastest. I will take that one. That's not a bad time through the course. Now, we have had... Oops, someone's gone straight into a tree. Yep, I saw that one. Now, I did have to drive through these tracks to verify them, and because there is, well, no lobby system in this, while we're inviting people, it's kind of cycled through the tracks once, so people have had a little bit of time to get the hang of a couple of runs through the course. Dear God, that is such a nasty turn. It just creeps up on you. So yeah, people do know the tracks a little tiny bit, but yeah, I quite like this way of playing the game with the randomly generated circuits. Am I still leading overall? No, I think I'm not. Someone has beaten me. I'm not particularly good at that first sector. Oh, straight into the bloody tree there. That's a pain. Right, there's a line, sorry, of cars set off before me. Can we watch for some spectacular crashes? Oh, everyone's gone wide and done the same thing. I'm pretty sure there might be a cheating way to get through there. There may be a small way to cheat, as you can fire your car through the... Oh, God damn it, there's a whole bunch of us get caught out there. So one of the difficulties, I don't really like the Valley car, personally. It just doesn't really suit my driving style. It's alright if it's all dirt or all tarmac. The problem is, when it kind of transitions, you see it a lot with this boost patch. You've just seen a lot of the cars are having this issue. As it transitions here, you suddenly get grip. And then you kind of got to go from having no grip to lots of grip all at once, and it's all very, a bit fiddly, really. And this circuit is a really windy, nasty circuit, this one. Oh, got the boost pad at the end. I'm not sure if I actually want to be slower across that jump to get the boost pad. Oh, we've buggered that one up completely. I'm only going to get a couple more runs trying to go faster. Yeah, with this circuit being so windy, you have really got to be careful. Oh, I think I can get fastest through that first checkpoint simply because I'm far too late on the brakes through the next one. But never mind. Oh, I forgot about that. God damn it. Need to remember this track quicker. I'm not doing a very good job. Right, let's watch this train of cars go through and see how many make mistakes. Oh, I've tapped the wall ever so slightly, or tapped the pile of logs. Right. Oh, no. Back end, please stay in check. These are tricky cars to drive. They are quite twitchy. Yeah, I definitely think you're better off not taking that jump at full speed, so you can hit the boost pad. All brakes are on, because I don't want to go soaring off into the water. We're doing it anyway. Arse. Basically. Oh, I'm not going to go faster either. God damn it. That is a horrible jump. I wonder how many cars have gone soaring off there into the scenery with 2 seconds down. I'm going to go soaring off into this scenery here. Oh, with 30 seconds out. Shall we sit here and just watch? This is a great viewing point, because that jump there causes such problem. That's actually a great line there. Well, it would have been if it kind of got it smoothly through that corner. That would have been a fantastic line. I'm down in 6th. Not gone particularly well. Are we going to have any more spectacular cars coming around this, or are they all going to have crashed beforehand? I mean, at this point, it's... Whoa, that's an overshoot. That's a big overshoot. And the next one was a fairly... Not quite as spectacular as my overshoot, I will be honest. It's down in 6th. That was not the best run. That is a horrible course. Like, when I was watching the track generate itself and then do that, I liked it because it was vicious. It is a really, really nasty thing. It doesn't seem to let me like it. I do actually quite like that randomly generated circuit, but there we go. I do like the podium as well. I think they've had this in all the Trackmania games, in certainly the multiplayer lobbies. I do like the podium system, though, where it shows the top 3 cars at the end of each race and kind of aligns the rest of the vehicle. You can just see the front corner of my my black and orange vehicle. Of course, naturally, I've got the black and orange paint job, and they have the option to have number 21 as well, which is always nice. Always nice when I can get the right number. And kind of, it's a little bit of a shame that we don't have more options in the way of paint jobs. There are certain set specific ones, and there's a fair few. It would kind of be quite nice to have a paint creator, or certainly sort of a way of modifying them a little bit, because yeah, there are only so many. They do have a black and orange one, which is always good, but yeah, I would quite like perhaps a little bit more customization ability, but it's only a minor thing, really. Right, up next we go to the Lagoon car. This circuit, I was really hoping to get a full-on roller coaster area for Lagoon. Unfortunately, the game generated me this. It's not a bad track as such. It's a... oh, I'm doing a terrible job of driving it. It's a very, very twisty one, though. And these cars, well, they have got a lot of grip. Even they do not have enough grip to get around all of these corners without braking. Oh, that's a tree. Well, that run there is well and truly ruined. Okay. The tunnel is probably the most important part to get right. Down in a fraction too soon. Oh, come on, get through there. There we go. Now, we can be flat out through the... Oh, God. We can be flat out through the early parts of the tunnel if I don't try and turn in too soon and bump into a wall. It's up here where we've got to be careful, and I completely and utterly got it all wrong there. But I shall carry... No, we won't carry on now. Oh, well, we completely screwed that one over. Ah, dear. I do like the way that a lot of these tracks, it just happens to be the way that it's gone in this... with these randomly generated tracks. A lot of them like loop back on themselves, so you can see the cars the other side's racing, or the ghost of the other cars certainly racing. I think it's quite a neat little thing. Right, that's the corner. God damn, you don't even see the corner coming, so that is a really horrible one to try and get right. Oh, okay. I just want to put a time on the board now so that I'm not quite in last. Do we have to... we don't really want to drift this car unless you really have to. Whoop. Okay, well, we're not going to put a time on the board with doing that. Okay, so if I do take speed around there, we... Oh, that's a great sight to be dropped into. You're just watching... Oh, well, that was a stupid manoeuvre by me, turning too soon. But yeah, just a car or a ghost of a car anyway, come rolling across. Out there finding shortcuts. Yeah, they have found a shortcut, although he went into a tree, so well done. Goddamn cheaters. Although he did not prosper from that one. Yeah, there is a shortcut. I have no doubt there will be. I mean, that's half the fun of Trackmania. We'll be honest, half of the fun, certainly with the official circuits, is finding those little shortcuts. There was one that I was playing where if you stayed flat out over a certain section, you could... oh, no, you could jump over something to make a better run, and so there's lots of little tricks, especially some of the official circuits. But, yeah, they're not having very much luck trying to make that shortcut route work. I was doing so much better. When we had a practice run, I did so much better through here. I just cannot seem to get it now. Oh, no, oh, God damn, where am I going? I've got 2 minutes. This is about a 40-second course, and I've got 2 minutes to just try and at least get a run through here. Although the Lagoon car can actually be a little bit of a tricky car to drive because there is so much grip. Sometimes it's actually a bit too twitchy for normal corners, which is why you'll see a lot of cars just sort of turning into a wall when they don't want to be, because yeah, it's quite easy to get things wrong, as I can quite easily demonstrate there. Now it's around here we've got to be careful. There, nope, no, I can't judge that one right yet. I really cannot quite get that one right. We're going to go for a lift. That's better. Don't go for a tap on the brakes, because if the car starts drifting, it gets unhappy, which is going to grind along the wall. That's not good either. We're getting a good time. Oh, smack into the top of that, and I'm the wrong side of the crash barrier. Well, I don't know if I can finish like this. If I can, if I could, you could actually just about keep it along there and get back on the track. It wouldn't be very good, but you could probably just about do it. Right, let us try and get an actual run this time. I was getting fastest times through that first checkpoint for a while. I kind of got the hang of that route there. It's just the rest of this that is not so good. God damn it, if you snag the brake there, I just can't get it then turned. I think it was better just smacking the wall through there. It really is probably the difficultest corner certainly on this track, probably the difficultest corner of this randomly generated section. You've got to slow down for this jump, otherwise you do that. I will take the being a bit slower up there. It's certainly not perfect. Could definitely do that better. Not that I'm going to have too much time. I think I am actually out of time. God damn it. Fourth again. I'm not going to get my car on the podium, am I? I suspect. That was... this is a tough track. It's certainly... yeah, certainly a tough track. Okay, let's have a look at that, the cheaty route, shall we, across the grass. You can see the amount of cars that have gone there. That's where the difficulty comes from the cheaty route. Yes, you can cut the corner, but there is, you see, you lose so much time because of the jump that, you don't want to be fighting with. I wonder if, I still can't get that right, I wonder if you're better to drift through the first part of the corner to try and get it turned for the second part. You probably still smack the wall. Either way, the guys at the top have got some serious speed there, as that was far faster than I was doing. Right. Well, yeah, that one is, again, another fairly tough one to master. I think I was sixth again. I think it's 2 6th places. Come on, we've got to get our car to the podium. Fingers crossed. Where are we going? I know where we're going next. We're going to the stadium circuit. This is probably the trickiest of the 4 of them. There is a couple of sections where the random generation is a bit mean. I love the random generation. It actually makes you drive the cars very differently in this game to the way you would in the normal official tracks, if you like. They're often very fast, very flowing. You have very little in the way of braking to do. It's, most of the time it's maybe just a let off the throttle to get a turning point correct and so on. And that's great, that's good fun to drive, most certainly, but the random generation ones, because, well, it puts together sections of track, is no flow to them, necessarily, and you have got to then worry about braking, about proper turning and whatnot. Oh, I forgot you've got to go wider there, because of the little patch of grass that'll mess your car up. And, one thing that you do get is speed boost followed by a bump. And if you get it wrong, if you try and go flat out through there, you kind of fly your way into the checkpoint thing, so you have to go on the brakes, but of course you go on the brakes too much, you're slow through the corner, so you've got to try and judge it right. I was trying to go through the middle, I don't know why. It's a silly idea to try and go through the middle of that one. Right, oh no, god damn it, that's a good line through the corner, but it was... the road means that it doesn't work. I wonder if going out wide there it probably might be slightly better. Right, okay. This track is the only one as well that generated with any kind of interesting, I say interesting, sort of slightly different roads, and then we've got the slanted road up here, and we do have a wall ride towards the end. None of the others wanted to generate with any loops or so on. So yeah, that's a thing that happened. Oh, and you've got to really make sure you get the car turned for that one. Oh, and then you've got to get on the brakes again. More boost pads going into a corner. Oh, bugger, I was actually going quite well that time around. Yeah, boost pads and sudden corners and boost pads and jumps that instantly fall you off the map and all of that kind of thing is part of to be expected with the random generation. It's half of the fun, though. And that's why this whole, you've got 5 minutes to learn a track, I think works really well as a way of doing multiplayer. I think it's a great way, especially with randomly generated circuits and whatnot. Oh, come on now, we're around the turn. We are up to first overall. If I could just finish this off, that would be pretty good. Now, I've got to try and line it up across the jump. There we go, we've fallen to second. I know I had a duff sector around there, and then we're up onto the wall ride and towards the finish, and we're going to take a first place for now. Okay, game, if you were to just speed up the next 3 minutes, that'd be cool. I would be perfectly okay with finishing first here. I'm trying to figure out new lines. That's not a good line through that first corner. Let's start again. I don't know if we're better off just going wide through that part, We might be just better off hanging wide around there. Nope, we're not, because we lost time to the car ahead, so we will not go for that one. I think we have got to go. You've got to go for the middle there, but you've got to make sure you're out wide enough for the next part. Okay, well, as we currently lead the table, I can do a few restarts to try and get this first bit right, although to be fair, this bit here, you lose far less time around than the bits that are further on. That was a good start. That was a good first sector. This is where you've got to get everything correct, and it's difficult as the blue car is bouncing around on its roof. I'm not sure that I want to take the inside line there. While it's slightly... Oh, that's a fun... I think maybe someone was joining, got a little bit of a lag spike. That's always entertaining. Right at the wrong moment, god damn it. Yeah, anyway, before I got distracted, the bumps section, I think I want to stick to the outside so that for the next corner after them, you have a little bit of a better line. But it is tempting to get fired across the inside because you're trying to avoid the sort of little checkpoint. It kind of like narrows down at a really awkward moment, and you want to avoid clipping that wall there. So, oh no, we're not going to get turned. Well, that one is ruined. We've got to be slower into that corner. Definitely trying to learn these tracks, especially when half the corners are completely and utterly blind, is also an interesting one. Okay. We're getting bounced too much going around the outside. Maybe if we kind of head that angle. That's a good angle. That's a very good angle. That I am pleased with. Okay, let's keep this momentum going throughout the run. That would be nice if we can manage that. If I can get through here and get it turned, that's the ticket there. Look at us go. Oh, the car ahead was actually going really well until he just tumbled out of the course. We don't want to carry too much speed up there because it'd be very easy to overshoot that section and go flying off the map. We are leading the way as we run around the wall ride. We're going to set that benchmark even further off, a 42.6. I'm liking that. I am liking that. Is there a way to... I think there is. There we go. We can scroll down there. A 107, a 102. Probably had resets or something in that run. 42.6. I can't do any better. We're out of time as well on this one. Can we do a donut? There we go. Hey! It's kind of a lazy donut, but I'll take it either way. Oh, okay. Please no one beat it. You've only got a few seconds to beat it, so please don't. Hey! I got a victory! That's more like a completely different podium this time around as well. Fantastic. Hey, we're going to have our car. This is probably... Well, it's not quite my least favourite car. The stadium vehicle. It's certainly not my favourite though. I think the Lagoon car has a bit more grip than this one, and the the Canyon car I think is a little bit more fun to drive. But I will take that victory. That was a good run. I was pleased with that run. It's all about those bumps down the back straight. Getting that section of the track right is so critical, and I got it spot on. I wish I could do it again, because the chances are probably won't be able to fire it at that particular angle, but yeah, that's pretty much what sorted that run out for me. Okay, I've had a victory. I'm happy now. I'm content with that after my very poor showing at Lagoon. That was terrible. And Valley, I made far too many silly mistakes at. Canyon next. The circuit here, probably the least arsey of all of them. This one, there's a little couple of tricky sections on this circuit, but it is nothing too crazy, really. There's a couple of slightly awkward bumps and whatnot, but yeah, nothing. There's no kind of boost pads and then a sudden corner. You've got to be aware of the trees through here if you're trying to take as somebody has just found out as they go skipping off the course. And yeah, around these next turns, these cars can sometimes be a little bit tricky. You've got to judge. Ooh, okay, I've smacked it into a bush. You've got to judge when to try and drift around corners and when not to. If you don't tap the brakes, the car has got plenty of grip. Try to find that fine line. Can be a little bit awkward. I think I might have got caught out on the outside. I wish I could just leave the car hanging up here and just spin the camera around and watch what was going on sometimes. I suspect there'd be some interesting sights. Oh, hello tree. We very, very nearly went to play in the scenery. That's not too good. Okay, can we be better through... no, we can't be better through there. Having said this is the least arsey of all of them, actually not doing a very good job at it. I'm trying to, oh no, take too much speed now. I'm trying to go for another win. I'm always trying to go for another win. I'd be content with a win and a podium though, if that can come my way. Let's see if we can, get some speed down here. This is where it can get a little bit tricky. The road kind of snakes its way down. It's a little bit bumpy. You don't want to cut the corner. I've tried it. It doesn't work. You end up in all sorts of trouble. Oh, bugger. We were doing quite well up until then. I'm going to finish the run anyway, just to bank a time. Because, well, yes, I have lost some time in all of that. It's not completely and utterly awful. There's this little section again where we're kind of running on the banking as we swoop around, and then a big two-wheeled drift to finish. 3rd place. Certainly there's a couple of seconds to the leader. I know I lost a fair bit with a clonk on the wall. That's okay. If you time that jump right, or you kind of angle the car right for that jump there, you can make up a little bit of time. Oh god, I am actually fastest through the first 2 checkpoints. I couldn't get it turned though. Bugger, how long have we got? 2:50. 5 minutes is really not a long time. It sounds like a long enough time. It really isn't. Oh dear. Hello. I do sometimes slightly wish that there was an option for collisions, just for reasons of silly, but then I realise just how much of a pain in the arse that would be. Things like that. Yeah, there would be much anger when the car ahead ballses something up and takes you out when you're on a really fast run. Okay, we can do this. We can hopefully be neater. It wasn't quite as good through that first section. There we go. Right, that was better. Trying to get this part right here is the tough one, because you don't want to drift too much. Oh, God. I think it might be the road being bumpy. It's almost handling like the Need for Speed cars. When you're trying to drift, the game just throws the car at random objects. That's kind of how it feels, but I think it's just because the road surface is really bumpy down there, and Trackmania has got a fantastic handling model. Certainly with this car, it's a very easy car to slide about. I think I'm just catching it on the bumps. I think that's what I'm doing down there, and this run here has been a lot smoother, although I've completely and utterly overcooked it through these S's. No, don't hit the inside. There we go. We're good. We're clean through the first section. Okay, we're up to 3rd on that checkpoint. I am okay with that. It is better than I was last time around. Don't drift down there. There's no point. It'll just waste time, although we are going to go for a big slide up there, and then on the inside, hug the inside, up to 2nd. Much better. Got a 2nd gap back to 3rd place. Oh, we're only fractions away from the leader. Got a minute. Well, that pretty much means that I've got to get a run this time out. Really, I generated medium-length tracks for this for this video essentially, and yeah, I think I perhaps should have gone for slightly smaller ones for 5 minutes. I'm not sure 5 minutes, because you don't really get a huge amount of attempts at the course with the with a 5 minute, because once it gets to that 45 seconds, well, you know, you're not going to be able to go faster. We're not going to be able to do another run and so on. So you don't actually get as many attempts as I was perhaps expecting. Okay, we're quick. We're quick this time. I'm pleased with that. I think it's slightly slower than last time. Oh, buggered it all up. No! God damn it. Well, we might as well, I think, finish this run. Oh, no, okay. No point. We're going to do a celebratory donut. I can see a celebratory roll in the distance there. Well, we're down to 4th. Oh, we were holding on to a podium, and it's not quite going to be. If I could have got that sort of middle sector a little bit better, if I hadn't gone wide and so on, we might have had another podium. Well, a 1st, a 4th, a 6th, and a 6th is not too terrible, really, in all of that. That was a bloody close one. That was a really close one. Also, the leaderboard does not stay up there for very long to have a look at lap or course times. I think it's about less than a second and a little bit between, certainly from 1st to 4th. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely the least arsey of the circuits that we had in this lot. Just got to try and get the little bit of a wiggle right through the midsection. After that is actually, you know, quite a nice flowing-y circuit, that one. So, yeah, that was some Trackmania Turbo with the randomly generated tracks. I do very much like this game, and I do like the random tracks, the slightly different challenge that they pose. But that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.